Oh. Oh dear. Got to do the hucklebuck.
Quick thoughts on MCA before you take the stage.
One of the best MCs ever. Better than 99% of all the rappers out there.
Top 10 list.
I know, because the top 10 list is fake.
My Beastie story is that they came to my studio and I was shooting them for Rolling Stone, I think in 1985. And they came with Rick Rubin, and Rick Rubin, for some reason, he had this gun. And I don't know if it's a starter gun or what. And he kept jumping in the picture, and he was holding a, you know, he'd just come from the Blimpie, had a Blimpie cap, and I just thought, this is like so
So
wild.
as a photographer, what do you say?
What do I say?
You're not in the band?
No, I just say, great, jump in. That's the time. I'm documenting it. Whatever's happening, I'm taking a picture of it. So that's it. I don't, you know, pose people too much. I just let people do their thing.
So I heard super rapping, because I heard Eddie Cheever, and then I heard Rappers Delight, and it's funny, Big Bang Hank's part was always the dopest part to me. But then come to realize Cash wrote it. Right. But I heard Eddie Cheever, and I heard some Hollywood stuff, but that was like the little, you know, that was like an older disco DJ rapping man. Right. When I heard it was a party night, everybody was, I was like, what the hell is that? Right. That's what made me start around, you know what I'm saying?
You have a Beastie Boys song. You have your own theme song. What was going through your mind when you first heard it? And it's a very sexy song.
Sexy!
Ricky's theme.
Well aware of it.
Sexy.
You know, it's mellow. It was supposed to be for my TV show theme.
Oh, really?
It was a little mellow. Yeah, it's nice.
Where did all the hip hop groups go?
That's crazy. Me and Chuck talk about that all the time.
Where'd they go?
It's crazy, man. They still here, but it's like the labels, man. I don't know, the business of the business of hip hop isn't completely hip hop. Cause you ain't got no groups.
No groups anymore.
And no fully clothed female rappers.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That could really spit.
That's my man, 50 grand.
That's right, he knows.
I know, man.
Have you
I know.
have you had Egg Creams?
We've had Egg Creams.
Every year. Great time.
Okay.
Great time.
Do you drop
lot
any
of love.
rhymes?
Lot of love.
Do you drop any rhymes?
He's a male model.
Oh, yes, I've seen you.
Yes,
Yes.
have you seen me before?
Yes.
What time is it even now?
It's 12:16.
To the top with the Mike D watch.
Here's a little something for you.
And in case there's any confusion, it's McDaniel's.
Not McDonald's,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
The rhymes are Daryl's.
Those burgers are Ronald.
McDaniel's, not McDonald's. These rhymes are Daryl's. The burgers are Ronald's.
What happens every time you go to town?
People keep trying to kick my dog around, usually.
Every time I go to town, people start kicking my dog around. It makes no difference if my dog's a hound. You better stop kicking my dog around.
And I got mad hits like I was Rod Carew.
I can do POW if somebody knows how to play it.
Oh, I have the instrumental.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How'd you get that? That's
Well, that's the song. The song is an instrumental. Yeah, it's just, there's one word in the song. It's pop. Is that true? You only took 3 shots of that famous picture right there?
Yeah, and they're all in my new book.
Shine, shine.
Yeah, I mean the one of Adam smiling was he was just breaking, you know, he was smiling, so I didn't ever print it. But then once he passed, it's such a innocent moment. But yeah, there was only 3 shots of them sitting on the curb there.
Now, when MCA used the fax, were you a little bitter? Like, dude, use the high-res version.
Well, the fact was that the album, they had a different album cover, and I just sent them the photos through the fax machine, and you know they got rid of the other album cover, and they just said, "This we're going to put this on the album. It's going to be a fax. Do you mind?"
But he used the fax.
Yeah. They used it on the vinyl, but on the other ones they used the actual print, and it actually wasn't the best photo out of the 3 is in my new book, big, and the other one is is smaller right there next to it. But yeah, I was a little bit upset.
You took the famous Paul's Boutique cover shot.
I did. And
take us through that.
Well, you know, it all started at lunch with Mike when we were just talking. I was with him and his brother Steven. We were just talking, and he just goes, you know, we have this idea for the album cover, but we have no idea how to do it. And I said, well, what is it? He said, well, we want to do a panorama of like the Lower East Side intersection.
And this was before iPhones, kids.
Oh yeah. This is old school film world, no digital. So I said, you know what? I can make that happen really easily. I just need to rent a little equipment, and I'll do it. So, you know, we scheduled a date date, we scheduled a time. I showed up. It was early in the morning. That's how you get that slanting sunlight. And they had already set up all that stuff in front of Paul's Boutique. They had the signage.
The White Gooden jersey.
Yeah, exactly. The Modern Lovers album, the Al Green album, all that great stuff. It was kind of just, you know, like represented the collage-like atmosphere of the album, you know what I'm saying? I get under the tripod, I got the cable release in my hand, and I'm crouched under there so that my head isn't in the picture, right? And I just kind of said go, and then they went. I mean, they were performers, you know. I hadn't seen them for a while, and they just like shot off and did all their crazy things, you know. And if you look really closely, I mean, they're all like practically, some of them are frozen, but Yauk is a blur. You know what I'm saying? They were just full of so much energy.
I got a bone to pick with you. Back in 1994, you crossfitted on my ass and you busted my eardrums.
Hey, shit happens. I was in Shadrach.
Oh, you're in Shadrach.
Max Perlis jumped on my head.
Whoa! As a crowd member?
Yeah, I was working at the record store.
Wow.
I was working at the record store in the Valley, in San Fernando Valley. I was a product manager at the warehouse, and it went on the radio that they were filming a video at the Country Club in Reseda. We were well familiar. That's my neighborhood. So I told my boss, "Hey, I gotta go." I clocked out, went home, and re-got dressed. You know, my fly as b-boy wears. And we went down and waited in line, and we got in, and they started filming. They just kept running through Shadrach, and then they'd run a piece of, they would do like little pieces of songs in between so that you wouldn't get bored, and they ran Shadrach 20, 30 times, and then they filmed.
Wow.
But when Max Perlis does a stage dive, he lands on my head in slow motion. You can see my head like, it looks like a car crash.
I run and manage the studio now.
So who's been in and out of the studio?
All kinds of people. We had Kanye West a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
Adam's been recording with Bridget Everett.
Okay.
Bridget Everett in Tender Moments.
So in the song Unite, the opening lyric is about Latrell Sprewell. That year, he choked out PJ Carlissimo, but you broke it down for me. You made me see the light. Explain.
I think it's the irony. I think because of who he is, I have a feeling they probably made that correlation to be ironic and to maybe throw in a little bit of humor.
On the Beastie Boys Gala Tour, whenever they would play Ricky's theme, they told a story about how you and Ari Makopoulos almost got into a fight at a wedding.
Dude, that dude is so whack.
You set up the shot, he took the
He's
picture.
whack. Well, you know, roaches, they're all around.
Did you and Ricky Powell and Glennie Friedman have a little powwow today?
Oh,
or
yeah,
how's that go with you photographers? I don't know. What's the etiquette?
Oh, well, I know Ricky for a really long time, so say no more. Glenn's like a new buddy. Yeah, we love each other because we were all around at the same time. Even though I didn't know them at the time because they were doing their thing, I was doing my thing. I'm just so happy to be, you know, have them be a part of my life, really, because we're all lucky to have been there at that time. And I'm honored. I'm not, you know, I'm a Brit, so I just got here exactly the right time to see all of you Americans doing the greatest thing on earth.
Remember before the boxes, it was tape recorders, the flat ones? I should just sit in my room and listen to MC Hurricane over and over. He said, my name is Hurricane, Kane, I rock so well, I take you down to the depths of hell. And Davey G dropped Keep Your Distance. Oh my goodness. I was like, remember, keep your distance. MC Hurricane was an MC.
Crazy, yo. We used to have those.
That's crazy.
The echo chamber built. Remember the little?
I didn't know how y'all did that.
You remember the race cars where you had the race
Tyco.
Cars? We had a dude.
AFX.
We had a dude. We called him Professor, and somehow he rigged it into the echo chamber, so we was able to hold it in our hand, and everyone.
Before it was a button. You used to have to sit there.
Right. But he made us one in our hand. We yes, Joe, yo, you don't stop, keep
That's
going.
crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was dope.
Finally, in the art world, what are you working on right now?
A secret project that is gonna blow the lid off the industry.
Wow.
Well, it actually is a big deal, but I can't, yeah. It's nice to be able to say I can't talk about it.
Say, always a pleasure.
Good to see you, Jim.
D.M.C, you just played MCA Day. Where are you going?
I'm going to Disney World. It's better than the Super Bowl.